Homeless high school student celebrates being named valedictorian of his school. While high school gives students many opportunities to succeed, the greatest is being named valedictorian. As the highest level of academic achievement, that's a huge deal. For someone to receive this honor, they must carry a GPA of 3.9 to 4.0 throughout their high school years. Sometimes more than one individual is named valedictorian, but regardless of the number, these people take their schoolwork seriously. Sure, some students have natural intellect, but even with that, to receive this particular honor, they must have a stable and quiet place to study. Recently, people around the world learned about one specific high school valedictorian, but his story is special. Martin Folsom. After seeing this, that's a name you won't soon forget. You see, for years, Martin and his mother have been homeless. While they had a roof over their head occasionally, they spent most of their time being homeless. Even when staying in a shelter, it was usually crowded and noisy. For someone in a high school who needs to study, that's not a perfect environment. As a matter of fact, a lot of kids in shelters don't even attend school. Despite being in and out of homelessness throughout high school, Martin was determined to graduate. But this Florida teen did much more than that. He remained focused on his studies, even when it was challenging. He stayed dedicated. Martin graduated with his class at Philip Randolph Career Academy. But he was also named the valedictorian for his class. Especially given his situation, that's quite an accomplishment. When asked how he felt, Martin had this to say: "It kind of gave me a jolt in my chest a little bit, so it was a good feeling. It means a lot, and it gives me a sense of all I've done and all I've accomplished was worth it." Come to find out, Melva, Martin's mother, was in a horrible marriage. For her and her son's safety, she had to flee, and that's just what she did. Her ex-husband ultimately landed in prison for 40 years. His crime? Murder. Melva did her best to provide what Martin needed, but often it wasn't enough. Within 2 years of fleeing, they were living in several different shelters across 5 states. Eventually, they landed in Jacksonville, at which time Martin enrolled in high school. Unfortunately, Melva and Martin ended up homeless 2 more times while he was in the high school. All she wanted was to have a home for her and her son. But that was easier said than done. At one point, the 2 of them sat inside a McDonald's without anywhere to go. It was that bad. Melva desperately searched for a place. She made multiple phone calls to various organizations. As she puts it, "I was on the phone calling people, calling organizations, and by the grace of God, we got into a shelter that day." At any time, Martin could have given up on school. He could have ended up on the streets like so many other kids his age. But this young man had a dream of going in a different direction, so he never wavered in putting his schoolwork first. From his freshman to senior year, Martin served as class president. He was wise enough to realize something important. At my school, there are a lot of other smart people there too, and if I let myself slip, they would take it away from me in a second. What an inspiration. For all kids who think they can't beat the odds, they should pay attention to Martin Folsom's story. He had nothing, but that didn't sway him from doing what he needed to do. He is a true inspiration. As for his mother, she's beyond proud. You can learn more about this fine young man and his journey to valedictorian by watching this video. Please share this with your friends and family.